These are scenes from this week's commemoration at the University of Texas as it remembers the school's bloodiest day 50 years ago, the Clock Tower Massacre, when a sniper shot 40 people, killing 17 of them. That this dark anniversary simultaneously unfolds as the new Texas campus gun carry law goes into effect has been described by those on both sides of the gun debate as an unlucky coincidence. Joining us now to discuss is WSJ reporter Dan Frosch. Hi, Dan. Thanks for being with us. If you would, first take us back to that sad day, August 1st, 1966, and remind us what happened there at the University of Texas.
Sure, it's good to be here. So Charles Whitman, a troubled ex-Marine, climbed to the top of this iconic clock tower on the University of Texas campus, which also served as the administrative building. He was heavily armed, and he opened fire on campus. And you have to remember, this was before the era of mass shootings, before there were drills, lockdown drills, etc. So nobody really knew what was happening. And obviously, many people were killed and injured.
And this commemoration comes at a time when the nation is reeling over a series of shooting events as well. Isn't that right?
It is, and particularly in Texas, where we had a terrible shooting in July, which 5 police officers were killed, and obviously mass shootings are these days seemingly commonplace. And so to have this commemoration 50 years since the Texas Tower shooting is certainly significant.
Absolutely. And several of the survivors of the shooting were present at the commemoration. Did they have anything to say about the new law allowing concealed guns to be carried on campus there in Texas?
Well, they didn't address the law specifically, but certainly one of the survivors, Claire James, has spoken out against guns on campus before. In 2013, she spoke to the Texas legislature, urging them not to allow guns on college campuses.
Mm-hmm. And now Texas is the 10th state to allow concealed carry on campus in some form. Do the particulars vary widely from state to state?
Absolutely. I mean, interestingly, in some states, only faculty can carry guns on campus. Which is obviously very different than Texas's law, where you have students able to carry guns into classrooms. In other states, universities are allowed, public universities are allowed to opt out, and so effectively, even though a law might have been passed, you don't have any schools in compliance with the law because they've chosen to opt out. So to answer your question, yes, lots of variation into how these laws are implemented and how they're carried out.
Now, some UT professors are hoping to block this law with a lawsuit in federal court, correct?
That is correct. We have 3 UT professors who have sought to block the law, saying they feel it inhibits them from having discussions in their classroom, feeling safe under the prospect of somebody possibly armed who might not like what they're saying or what a classmate is saying.
Now, what has the university president said about the law? He's being named as a defendant in the lawsuit, but he also sees the perspective of the professors. Isn't that right?
That's absolutely right. I mean, the university president is deeply sympathetic to the concerns of his professors, and has said that he personally does not think that guns belong on his campus or any other university campus. But as an administrator of the state school, he can only do so much. And he has said, listen, I may not agree with this, but I have to comply with the law. And so that's where he's at.
All right, Dan Frosch, thank you so much for that.